I thought that we played really well. I thought there was a couple of dubious decisions. I don't know why the goal was disallowed for us. I thought, looking at it, they were both penalties, but it's really hard to take that, to concede late so late. But then again, we had it on our side last week, so swings and roundabouts, and I'm just looking forward to the next game because we're playing really well at the moment and can't wait for it. I thought Southampton are a very good team. Before the game, I thought I'd be happy with a point. I've been here 6 times now, and this is the first point I've seen you get. So I'm really chuffed with that. So, but shame it wasn't all 3.
What about you? What do you make of it?
I think it's a brilliant game. It's the first time I've come to this ground and seen goals, and to see as many as we did today is incredible. To see the team for the first time since I watched them at Luton, such a change, and it's head forwards. So hopefully we'll see us do well against the other teams. But big challenge out of the way now, so we've got a couple of good games coming up, so hopefully we can get some more points out of that and see us back where we belong back in the Prem.
Do you think it was a fair result, or do you think maybe Norwich deserved a bit more?
I think overall probably it was a fair result, but I thought that we had some really good chances, and but then so did they. I mean, that shot will hit the bar, and which was a great effort. But overall, I think a fair result. But it's a bit gutting to lose it or draw so late on in the game.
Are there any individual performances that stood out to you?
Sarah worked his socks off in midfield. I thought Stacey was brilliant. I think we've done a great bit of business there. I think as the way Norwich play, I think our system, he's a better fullback for us than what Aarons is at the moment. So I thought Janulis was good again. We look so much more solid, even though we conceded 4 goals, which is such a great thing to see, because against teams who are like Huddersfield, I'm hoping last year we went to Huddersfield and we scraped a 1-1 draw when they didn't even have a shot on target. So, I'm hoping that that's going to bode well, that the defence is solid and we can win more games than we lose and back up.
What about you? Did anyone impress you out there today?
I mean, every single one of them worked their socks off. I mean, everyone makes mistakes at the end of the day. There's a few things that could have gone better our way, but everyone put in a good shift. Obviously, Josh Sargent doing well up front with Anthony Barnes. I think incredible partnership up front. And the 2 young boys, Spriggett and Rowe, coming through now, which is incredible to see, and hopefully we'll see him exceed and make the first team week in, week out now.
And do you think, looking back on it, although it's quite frustrating given the late equaliser, do you think with time it will feel like a good point against a promotion rival?
I think so. I think that Southampton are obviously going to be there or thereabouts. It'd be nice if they sell some more of their better players. But they're going to be there or thereabouts, and that's just hope that we can be there with them. Because I think that's a very good point. A very good team away from home in the Championship. So, when you look at the teams what came down this year, they have all been quite strong in the Premier League for a few years. So it's going to be tough, but I'm hoping that, with the new system and the way we look more solid, I'm hoping that we can be there and be there or thereabouts, and it's a great point to be.
Oh, it's all right. I mean, I'll take it. A point away, isn't it? I mean, I haven't seen the pens back yet. I don't know if they were fouls, but at the end of the day, score 4 goals away to Southampton. A couple of pens, maybe a bit lucky. It's positive. It's disappointing, but I think we're way more aggressive than we were last season. I think it's positive going for the future.
Do you think it's a fair result, or do you think Norwich deserved a little bit more?
I probably was fair. I mean, we didn't create that much other than scoring the goals. Like I said, the penalties were lucky, but they did have a lot of the ball, as Russell Martin likes to do. So, I mean, they didn't create a lot either. I think it was just pretty much every shot anyone had went in. So, like I said, I think a draw. I think both teams should take a draw.
Were there any individual performances that stood out to you?
I mean, Sarah, as always. Too good for us. I mean, whether we can keep hold of him for the summer, hopefully. I've got Sargent and Barnes work really well together. Johnny Rowe, can't knock him at the moment. Janulis, I think, is just getting better. Under Wagner. But it's just mainly as a team, I think, is because I felt like last season we had a bit of magic from some players, but Hearts went in it and stuff. I just think as a team, and Stacey as well looks, I wouldn't say an upgrade on Aarons just yet, but in terms of the money value, I think he's getting there. So
And do you think overall it's actually a decent point, although it feels a bit gutting at the moment?
I think you say before the game, would you take a point? Yeah. Southampton probably will go straight back up, even though they're losing Ward-Prowse and maybe Adams and people. So I'd take a point. It's disappointing, but I think it's probably fair result.
How do you feel at the moment overall about Norwich's prospects for the season?
I mean, I think automatics is a stretch, but I think at the moment playoffs probably likely. I mean, I don't know if we'll bring in anyone new. I still think we might need a bit of reinforcement, especially at the back. If Omobamidele's going to go. So, but I think playoffs. I think because we were close last season, and let's face it, we were rubbish. So, so I think I think playoffs, but automatics a bit of a stretch.
Don't get many of them to the pound, do you? But I've seen a few of those against Southampton. I remember a couple of 4-3s, I think. In the few years I've been supporting. I would have preferred Shea Adams hadn't scored, being a Scot, but I think draw was probably the right result in the end.
You don't think Norwich deserved a little bit more, no?
Sorry?
You don't think Norwich deserved any more?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we're too slack at the back, didn't we? Given 2 penalties. I didn't see the penalties because I was too far away. But I suppose if you take all things considered, draw was probably the right result, but we'd have preferred a win.
Were there any individual performances that stood out to you at all?
I was impressed with Jonathan though. Really impressed with him. Surprised he came off. Who else? Fastnax, I suppose. Once he came on, he was all right. Looked promising once he came on. But those were probably the two. Sargent, he was running about. Probably Rowe and Fastnax probably for me.
And do you think, in context, although it's a little bit gutting at the moment, do you think?
Oh, of course.
In time, it will feel like a good point against a promotion rival.
Probably, yeah. I mean, if he said at the start of the game, 1 each, he'd have said it. But you score 4 goals, you expect to win, really. That's the bottom line.
What do you reckon about Norwich generally this season? Do you think they can push for the playoffs?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Absolute rollercoaster. What do you think?
I don't know if it's a
It was quite hard to see from where we were down the other end. We'll watch it on catch up. Mate, I'm completely blanking.
Was the result that both teams deserved, maybe?
Yeah, I think we were the better team. Yay! What do you think?
We were the better team.
We're Norwich fans, of course we're going to say that.
No,
they played well. I mean, that second half, there was a lot of the ball was just down their end for most of it, and I guess it probably felt like we could have done better. But overall, I'm glad we didn't lose. Put it that way. Amazing atmosphere half time. I'm covered in beer and soaked.
Were there any individual performances that stood out to you?
Angus Gunn.
Yeah, Angus Gunn actually put an incredible. It was solid, wasn't it? I think that's what I would say.
Well, although it feels a bit heartbreaking coming away from here, obviously Norwich led 3 times and conceded a late equaliser. Overall, do you think when you look back on it, it's a decent point against a promotion rival?
Yeah. I mean, they played well. We did great. I guess that probably says everything, doesn't it? You know, four goals apiece. It's exciting, really exciting game.
Crazy game.
Crazy
How are you
game.
feeling about Norwich's prospects overall after that? Do you think they can push for the playoffs?
I'm excited about this season. I think it's going to be. I mean, I'm always excited at the start of the season. Ask me,
Right.